Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. Hinsdale Central, the visitor, taking on the Benet Academy Redwings. Benet Academy, they've been struggling, partner, but this is one of those games, maybe those get-right games, as Hinsdale Central hasn't been impressive either in the Illinois West Division.
Yeah, absolutely. And what better place to do it than the home bar in Seven Bridges Ice Arena? I think Benet is definitely hungry to try and turn this one around. I think they're long overdue for what we've seen from some of the earlier stuff that we've seen in the season from them, and I think today might be the day to do it.
Benet Academy, of course, are on that large losing streak. They got their butts kicked by Brother Rice and now St. Rita. They're back on their home ice. We saw them last time, partner, on senior night, that Saturday night game. It wasn't pretty, though. They won 3-2 against Nico, but that game should have been put away a lot sooner than it was.
That was an ugly one, but it was still a win. Yeah, a couple mistakes on both sides of the puck decided that one for both teams against Nico Valley. Still, though, I think there was a lot of good things to take away for Benet. We'll see if they can go ahead and at least carry some of that into today.
They played Hinsdale Central last year. Different rosters, different players, right? But they did lose in overtime at Willowbrook Ice Arena. How does that factor into today's game? Does Benet think about that at all as they try to avenge last year's loss?
Yeah, a lot of Bennett's guys that you see on the ice right now are guys that were playing in that game last year. You think they still remember the feeling in the locker room after not only losing, but losing in a close one in overtime. That's hopefully going to fuel a lot of the people maybe being vocal in the locker room, hoping to step up and make bigger plays today.
Final thoughts about the game. I think Bennett's going to win, but, man, they just have not looked good these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Benet to turn it around today. I think now is the best time to play the best hockey you have all season, leading into possibly a Kennedy Cup run. And I will take Benet and be a turnaround game for them. Like you said, kind of a get-right game on their home ice.
Yeah, the good news for Benet is a lot of injuries for Hinsdale Central. We talked to the general manager for the Hinsdale Central Hockey Club, Jamie Rothberg, and she said that a couple of JV players are going to have to play today. So that factors in and helps out Benet. No JV players for the Benet Academy Redwings today, but it's also a Benet team that has really struggled in the year of 2024. So we're going to take a break. Pre-game interview coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Alex Dentice, sophomore, center, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, sophomore, defense, 2026.
Ava Christensen, junior, goalie, 2025.
Ben Ciesla, junior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, sophomore, left wing, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, junior, right wing, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petrados, junior, center, 2025.
Gavin Murphy, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, junior, right wing, 2025.
Hudson Schlie, junior, center, 2025.
Jack Vought, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Gary DeWilkins, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Jimmy Cannon, junior, defenseman, 2025.
Joel Koehn, freshman, goalie, class of 2027.
Gianluca Dicosola, junior, center, class of 2025.
Luke Alpeter, sophomore, right wing, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nick Calandra, senior, defense 2024.
Nico Dicosola, freshman, defense 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, sophomore, wing 2026.
Tommy Dusek, junior, center 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, freshman, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Porro, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season, graduated St. Rita High School in 1990.
Drew Tierney, 16th year coaching for Benet, 2003 grad.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the Benet Academy head coach, Andrew Schlie, as Benet Academy is about to take on Hinsdale Central in a crucial Illinois West against Chicago Catholic League battle. It's been tough, Coach. 5 in a row losses in the Chicago Catholic League. How do you turn things around and get that victory today?
Well, I think there is some relief that this is not a Catholic League game tonight. We've had a rough January, 0-5 in league play. This is an opportunity to catch our breath before we start playoffs Friday night.
2 players on Hinsdale Central, their dads played in the NHL, Eric Daze and Chris Kunitz. How does that factor in today's game, the sons of the former NHL players?
Well, I mean, both amazing Blackhawks, right? And it's a pleasure to play against those guys and even see them in the stands. And I think, you know, that we don't put any special importance, though, on their sons and their participation in the game. But it is really cool for the kids to see those ex-Blackhawks here.
We all know how good Hudson Schlie is. Lately, though, there hasn't been other guys stepping to the table to score goals. How does that change today?
Well, it needs to change or playoffs will be quick. You know, in January, Hudson was responsible for 95% of our offense, and that's not a sustainable path. So we need other guys to step up and start putting pucks in the net.
Who's between the net tonight for the Red Wings?
Ben Ciesla is going to get the start. We'd like to split the game and have Ava finish the second half.
Final thoughts about the game today against the Red Devils?
I'm looking forward to seeing some new life into the team and getting into the second season.
That's head coach Andrew Schlie, and that does it for our pregame show. Play-by-play broadcast coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information. Arena, Woodbridge, Illinois. It's Benet Redwings hockey versus Hinsdale Central. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go!
Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich once again. The Red Devils in the black-red and the Benet Redwings in the white and red, partner.
It's quite the uniform matchup we have. I'm not going to lie. I mean, just walking in and seeing these teams, you know, black, white, red. A lot of red going on. Red Wings, Red Devils. I mean, whatever we're going to see, the uniforms already got me strapped to my seat.
They're both in red, Andrew, but if one team loses, one will eventually become blue.
Ah, clever with it. Yeah. Let's see which team's going to avoid that and remain hot. Like red fight. I don't know. I took that too far. Let's see the puck drop, shall we?
All right, it's going to be Sam Carter taking the face-off for the Hinsdale Central Red Devils, and it indeed is won by the Benet Academy Red Wings. They'll play it off the boards as it slides off the boards inside of the netminder in front of him. As between the pipes today is Miles Anderson. Dicosola getting in the way of that passing lane near the blue line, picked up by Hinsdale Central, sending it off the boards. It was last played that time by Anderson. Two Andersons on the team. Centering pass, backhanded shot, and it goes to the side of Ciesla behind him, now to neutral ice. Played right now by Benet, past the blue line, trying to get it on net. And good job blocking that shot that time by John Crabb. Out to neutral ice, 15-minute period tonight, and near the bench. Little tap pass, dangerous one there, Andrew, and Benet almost stole it. Out to neutral ice as it's played right now by Gannon. He sends it to his defensive teammate. Has to backward skate, does Dicosola. Trying to send it up the ice, up in the air, out to Dusek stick. He'll play it past the blue line. Tapped off the boards that time by Romberger. And now back into the zone, out to the corner. Hinsdale Central plays it. Out behind Anderson, breaking the puck out well are the Red Devils as Hammond sends it off the boards. Now to the stick of a Red Devil player. Trying to weave his way into the zone. Falling to the ice that time is Romberger. Back to the corner as Benet trying to get it out. Well, partner, it's a Benet team. They've lost 5 in a row. How do they get that victory today?
I think they got to stick with the hockey they've been playing all season. I mean, their last game, which they dropped, was a 2-1 game. They lost in overtime. They still outshot their opponent 63-41. Couldn't get the shots in the goal, but definitely were getting the shots on the goal. And at this level, I still think that's the most important thing you have to do. You see them continuing to sub early and often, and I think that's just going to show more signs of aggression throughout this match.
Out behind Anderson. Little saucer pass, flipped it up in the air off the boards. Last touch by Weller into the zone. Now Gannon will play it. As Gannon looks up, stop and start move in his own zone. And it was past his intended target as he was trying to feed it over to 94 and Porro back into the zone. Sliding puck, finding its way to the corner. Line change for the Red Devils. Trying to bounce it off the boards, and offside called against the Red Devils. We stop play at 12:54.
Nothing really going for either team. You saw the Red Devils get into the slot early and potentially have a shot on goal. Nothing really going both sides. We're going to get a face-off here, see if some team can make something happen.
Absolutely, partner, and that face-off's won by the Benet Academy Red Wings. Benet in the white and red with the big B in front of the sweater. Anderson, dangerous play, and is that a check from behind? The hand didn't go up, partner, and that might be interference. Both teams might have committed penalties, and the refs are letting them play.
Oh, getting physical early. If you want to establish that you mean business in this game today, that's the right way to do it. We'll see what happens once the refs maybe make a call, but great physicality from both the Red Wings and the Red Devils.
Trying to slide it there over to 61 and Vought. Meanwhile, on his backhand, switching the forehand, backhanded pass, and just couldn't get his stick on it. Tried to use a skate to get it. Meanwhile, Benet shot. Anderson with the save. Out behind Anderson, as Benet is allowing them to send it off the hash mark. Dicosola got a piece of that, his poke check. Slow-moving pass, intercepted by the Red Devils. That shot, saved by Ciesla. He'll cover it up. Back and forth we go. We said this was a get-right game for Benet, but partner, the Red Devils are not making it easy for the Red Wings.
Absolutely not. You saw that slow-moving pass moving through the neutral zone. Saw some aggression from the Red Devils. They're going to get a face-off here in their offensive zone. See what happens.
Players to watch out for: Will Romberger. He's going to be playing in Northeastern University. It's an injury-riddled season for him. And watch out for the assistant captain in John Jack Crabb. He's all-conference for the Illinois West. And we talked about in the pregame show with head coach Andrew Schlie, two former NHL players, their sons, in Chris Kunitz and Eric Daze, their sons in Derek Daze and Zachary Kunitz on the ice tonight for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Chicago fans can definitely remember Eric Daze. Talk about Mr. Blackhawk right there. Was there for 11 seasons, played about 600 games. And it's really hard to talk about Blackhawks hockey of the late 90s and 2000s without mentioning Eric Daze. So good to see his protege out here on the ice.
Yeah, those Hawks teams, they tried their hardest. They just didn't do much come postseason time. Tony Amonte, of course, in those teams. Jamnoff.
Yeah. Both Daryl and Brian Sutter were fronting those teams at some point, I believe.
Off the boards, trying to keep it in, and does. Schlie will take it, his pass. And that's in the slot now. Shot, nice block shot. That time by Alexander Dwyer. His twin brother is on the team as well. His twin's named Dom Dillon. Both wearing 90 numbers. Out near the point, trying to get it on net. That shot, nice pad save, he scores! Hey, partners, better be lucky than good sometimes.
I mean, you talk about a deflection goal. That's not the deflection you usually think of. You're thinking a nice slap shot going in there, good rate of speed. I think that one might have been right off his face. Off the goalie's padding, right off the face, and into the net for Benet, looks like.
Yeah, nice job. A lot was happening. Finally, the shot, the slot by Dicosola, and then Dusek, right person, right time. Look, partner, he's not the most fabulous hockey player out there, but Dusek, he's just a nuisance. Uh-oh, wrong song. And the national anthem came out. But he's just in the front of the net. He's a nuisance. We saw that game against Neuqua Valley. Stole it short-handed. We saw that game against OPRF. He's just right in front of the net. Bad breakout by the Huskies, and Dusek stole the puck and scored. He just goes to the front of the net and makes things happen.
An absolute nuisance. He's already making his presence felt here today, and he's already aggravating these Red Devils. We'll see if he can continue to do it, as Benet has the 1-0 early lead.
It's a killer for Anderson. Nothing he can do, partner. He made the save. Was the rebound roll good? It looked like it. Just a bad break against the Red Devils.
Yeah, and I was about to actually, before that goal, was mention how the Red Devils were doing a good job just getting in front of the puck on the defensive side of the ice. You know, you saw a couple blocks there from some of the guys standing in front of the net, and then the goalie itself, just a bad break on the rebound.
So, Miles Anderson, and he actually originally was from Benet Academy. He's going to be headed to Arizona State next year. Strong net presence, according to the GM, Lisa Romberger. It's back over near the blue line. Ciesla will play it off his stick. Both of these netminders, they have great size for the position. Porro steals it. Slow-moving backhanded pass. And the DJ's having some problems with the music right now as played the national anthem when a goal was scored, and then tried to play the cha-cha slide during the play. That shot and blocked that time by Hammond. Now back over to the boards, trying to send it out that time as Weller, now at neutral ice. back into the Red Devil zone. I mean, that's such a big goal, Andrew. You've lost 5 in a row. You're on your home ice. You get that early goal to give your home fans something to cheer about.
Just want to get your mojo back, your swagger back, whatever you want to call it. Playing hockey when you're up a goal early is a lot easier than when you feel like you have to play from behind or play to maybe exercise the demons that you've had from this losing streak. And I think Benet could not ask for a better start.
You know, the old saying from the movie, The Natural, losing is contagious, losing is a disease. Sometimes it feels like when you give up a goal when you've lost 5 in a row, oh my goodness, here we go again. You have that glass half empty mindset, and now that they're up a goal, maybe it can start to become glass half full. Meanwhile, at the neutral zone, nice play that time by Vought, stolen away by Stone, and now played by Karras. He'll send it near the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. Sliding puck, stolen away by the Red Devils, as it's played by Durkin. Durkin with a stop and start move. Red Devils stay on side. Yu plays it. His pass to the trailer, and the trailer could not stay on side, couldn't retrieve that pass. Now it's obtained by Harris. He's in the zone, and he's drilled into the boards by Vought. Benet back on the attack. It was touched last time by Stone, and that was an offside they had to call, partner. You got a Benet player right in the middle of the slot, and his teammate tried to slap it back into the zone.
Yeah, that was... Do you want to look up the definition of offsides in the dictionary? You're going to see a picture of that.
Do you like the new NHL with no more automatic offside?
I think it's actually good for the game. I think it's kind of a mixed opinion there. What do you think?
There's times I like it. It gets controversial when you had the days of automatic offside. The refs would just always call it. Now you have times where, okay, it's delayed offside. Now they got to get back on side. But should we call it? Are they trying to commit an offside on purpose to get a line change for their team? You know, there's ways that teams are going to abuse the rules. It's part of sports. It's been that way for the last 100+ years. As that's off the boards, played right now by DeWilkins. 1-on-2 now. DeWilkins backhanded pass right on the tape. Out behind Anderson. Right in front. That shot just a little bit high. Anderson couldn't glove it. Over to the boards. DeWilkins has it. Nice move by DeWilkins. His shot saved by Anderson. Another rebound try. Trying to save it as Anderson. He covers it up. Dentice was after it. Some pushing and shoving by Kunitz as well as McConnell. And Red Devils lucky to not be down 2-0.
Yeah, a couple chances in the slot there for the Red Wings. I mean, you saw Bennett's leading scorer and Hudson Schlie get a shot right in front of the net, basically in the crease. Stopped by Anderson, then pounces on it here. Granted, it'll be a face-off in the defensive zone, but very thankful that the Red Devils are not down 2-0 right now.
Yeah, definitely lucky to not be down 2-0. As that pass stolen away by DeWilkins. That was a nice job by DeWilkins. He was at point-blank range. Instead of shooting it right at the pad, he went to the blocker side and forced a rebound try for Dentice to hammer that into the back of the net. And Dentice just couldn't do it.
Just a sign of good coaching from Andrew Schlie. He's got them operating on all 4 cylinders. They get another chance here. They're going to keep up the pressure. You know that. That's how Benet plays hockey. Hopefully they can get back in the neutral zone and make a stop still.
Ciesla, he most likely will not play all 3 periods. We talked to head coach Andrew Schlie. He would like to see Christensen halfway through the second period. And she was pretty good when we saw her last time against Neuqua Valley. That crucial mistake, though, and it almost cost him.
A clean sheet most of the game. One mistake can cost you, though, and that was pretty egregious on Christensen's part. Hopefully, if she gets in the game today, we'll see a much more refined performance from the goalie.
Yeah, it's okay sometimes to do the all-out attack at the puck as here's a chance for Hinsdale Central. And a beautiful spin move that time by Crab. Saucer pass. But what happened is, if you're not familiar with the Neuqua Valley game, is there was a puck right in front of Ava Christensen, and she couldn't really decide, do I go all out to stop it, to freeze it? Do I play it with the stick? She played it, then did a little tap pass to her teammate. By that time, it was stolen away, and Neuqua Valley tied it up at a 1-1 tie. Back over to the blue line, at the red line, no-look backhander, and it's right on target. Line change for the Red Wings. Stop and start move by Crab, and it was played well by the Red Wings. And tapping it over to the hash mark, just past the tape, and then dump back in. Yep, actually goes out of play, and we'll stop play at 5:22. It's all Benet right now, partner. They got the 1-0 lead, 8-3 advantage in terms of shots on goal.
Yeah, you saw you saw Hinsdale go right down and get a shot in the first minute of the game and weren't quite sure, is this the beginning of the end for Benet already on this skid? They've really seemed to turn it around, and now are dominating the game in both the shots on goal and just the presence with the puck. They look good.
Nice face-off win that time by Dicosola. That was a clean win, partner. Got it right on the backhand, slid it to his defenseman.
It's always good to have the puck more than it is to not have the puck. I know it's some cutting-edge analysis by me, but that's just my opinion, I suppose.
You ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
I have seen the movie Dodgeball.
It looks like he's blindfolded himself. Yes, he will not be able to see very well.
Bold strategy, Cade. We'll see if it pays off for him. ESPN The Ocho.
I found out about it in Obscure Sports Monthly. If it's almost a sport, we've got it. Over to the hash mark. You haven't seen it, guys. Got to see the movie.
I was just about to do the same. I encourage everybody listening to go watch Dodgeball at some point.
It's one of the few Ben Stiller movies that doesn't stink. Off the side of the net. You ever seen the? We got some action behind the net. Both players going after it. Dusek calls for a chance for Dusek. And actually, no, that's Alpeter. And Alpeter was trying to get it on net. And he got pushed. Luckily, it wasn't a cross-check. His partner, he was leading with the stick, was the defenseman against Alpeter.
Yeah, really went for it all there. I was surprised to see that the puck didn't cross the line there. The goal definitely got jostled a little bit, but I thought that may have been a goal for Benet. They'll get a face-off in their offensive zone, maybe take advantage of it.
Face-off, won by Benet as that backhanded pass just goes past the stick of Anderson. Stop and start move. It's Gannon, lost it. And falling to the ice is Simmons. We'll give you some more analysis. This is really cool what Lisa Romberger gave us. We talked about Zachary Kunitz. His father, Chris, played in the NHL for 16 years. He won 4 Stanley Cups, did Chris. Eric Daze was in the NHL for 11 seasons. He was a 4th-round pick. His son, Derek, he's a little guy, but he's got great hands, according to Romberger.
Both those guys, journeymen. Daze played 601 games, and Kunitz played over 1,000.
That's 1,000 more than I played. Over off the boards.
We got the headsets on for a reason, right?
Hey, I mean, Romo, he played. He's got the headset.
Yeah, that is true.
Backhanded over to the point, that shot. And chance for the Red Devils, is still in the slot, and then cleared nicely by the Red Wings, and then back over to the boards.
Scary situation there for Benet. Puck just wasn't in the right place at the right time, and I believe, are we seeing the goalie get pulled right now?
Yeah, it's just power play coming up for the Red Devils. Remember, play doesn't stop until Benet possesses the puck, but this is not what you want to see if you're the coaching staff for the Red Devils. Go on the attack. Don't just keep playing with it in your own zone. Finally, it was last touched by Dentice of the Red Wings, and the Red Wings are going to kill a penalty, partner. I mean, this is kind of the reason why they've lost 5 in a row. Even when things are going well, they make mistakes like committing a penalty there.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of penalties get committed in that last matchup against Neuqua Valley, and crucial moments, too. Whether it was on the forecheck, on the back check, just head-scratching penalties that Andrew Schlie definitely wants to clean up for his team. It's going to cost him here.
One way to help a team that's down a goal is have them be on the man advantage for 2 minutes, and that's what's going on right now. Meanwhile, face-off, won by the Red Devils. As it's a tap pass, Crab gets it back, Crab playing it, and it's off the skate of Dicosola over to the corner, trying to send it off the boards. It goes off the glass, and they're going to say it went off the top of the glass. We'll reset play with 1:47 remaining on the power play.
Benet being Benet, though, they do have a lot of shorthanded goals. We saw it last time we were here at Seven Bridges against Neuqua Valley. Wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, boy.
And as soon as I say that, we have a penalty on Hinsdale.
It's just dumb.
Just
dumb.
jinxed him.
Dumb to dumb, 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 in the words of South Park. I just don't understand. 13 seconds. I mean, you see it on the screen. 2 players are going after it in the slot. And it's just unnecessary interference. I mean, you've got the man advantage. You've got the momentum back, or so it would seem, and then you give it right back to Benet. That shot, trying to redirect it in, is Dicosola. And here goes Daze, the short guy, but he's got quickness. Daze with a nice move. Daze past the red line, over to his teammate. Trying to poke check it away, but can't. 4-on-4 for another 1:22. Trying to set it up in front. Reading the passing lane well is Benet. Retrieved at the point. No look pass and a good one. That shot. Easy save by Ciesla. And then scatters over the corner. Benet. And they break it out well. Here we go. A 2-on-1. What can they do with it? Shot. Save. Rebound. Try. Oh, get your stick down. Hollweck. Carter, if Hollweck had his stick down, that probably would have been a goal.
Ooh, that goal looked open after that goalie had to come out to block Hudson Schlie's shot. One I think Benet maybe wants back. Knowing Hudson Schlie and this relentless offense for Benet, they probably will get another chance, though.
Right. It was a good job by Schlie. He shot it to the right of the netminder, forcing a rebound try for Hollweck. He just wasn't ready for it. Block shot. Things open up with 4-on-4, even more with 3-on-3 as that shot's blocked. Remember, we do have 3-on-3 overtime. Hammond plays it. Hammond still with it. Hammond trying to deke his way around the D. Instead, he'll dump it and attack. Goes after it. Gannon takes him off the puck well, but retrieving it again. 4-on-4 for another 7 seconds. Spinorama back to neutral ice, sending it into the zone as it's a dump and chase action by the Red Devils. Played right now by O'Rourke. He lost it, trying to set it up in front. Calling for the puck was Eddie Yu, and now played by the Red Wings. 5 seconds left of the power play. Back over to the corner, and we will now have 5-on-5 hockey again. Bouncing it off the glass. Backhanded pass, and Yu has it as playing it as Ciesla back over near the linesman and bouncing it off the boards over to neutral ice. Another advantage. 2-on-1 rush. Shots! Oh, just goes wide. Trying to get it over to Murphy, and he did, but Murphy missed the net.
Still a great possession by Benet there. Murphy did a great job avoiding offsides, was there for the pass over to the left side, just couldn't finish it. Again, Benet will have other opportunities, but you really got to think they should capitalize early and often.
Well, they're dominating Hinsdale Central right now. Once again, it's a Hinsdale Central team. They've been riddled by injuries going into this one. Some junior varsity players got the call up. 15 seconds left of the period. Shot, nice save by Anderson, but he can't freeze it. Back over to the boards. Porro was after it. Off the stick of Turnbull to the neutral zone. 6 seconds left of the period with a huge hit. That time by Karras, the enforcer. And that'll do it for the period. What a way to end the period, partner. They have the 1-0 lead and a humongous check by Alex Karras.
Setting the tone, making a statement. Coming into home ice, Benet does not want Hinsdale to gain any sort of advantage physically or mentally, and they have the score advantage as well going into the second.
We're going to take a quick break. Second period coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Anytime we can talk about dodgeball is a good broadcast.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
See if it pays off for him. I'm going to go home and watch it, to be honest with you.
Second period coming up next. Benet, 11 shots on goal, 4 for the Red Devils. It's all advantage Benet right now, especially because Hinsdale Central had the power play, and then 13 seconds later they didn't. A costly penalty for Hinsdale Central.
Yeah, we saw the careless penalty from Benet and then the careless penalty from Hinsdale. It seems like neither team really wants to use their advantage of the power play to their advantage. However, Benet's still playing their brand of hockey, and I think if they continue to do so, I don't see this turning around for Hinsdale. However, there's a reason they play the games. Hinsdale could turn it around. It's only a 1-goal deficit heading into the second period. They have a lot of weapons. Despite being injury-riddled, I think they're going to make it exciting.
One guy to watch out for if you're Benet is Emmet McConnell. He was an all-star last year on the JV team. He's just a junior. I mean, we talked a lot about the captain in Romberger as that shot's wide. Anderson cannot freeze it. It was too slow moving for him to go after it. Meanwhile, it's played right now in neutral ice. Stolen away by Benet. Schlie plays it. Schlie with a nice toe drag, but just past his stick. Over to the point. That shot, just wide. Partner, we saw this in the Neuqua Valley game. Benet had the lead for the majority of the game, but they couldn't capitalize on their opportunities, and Neuqua just hung in there, and they hung in there, and before you knew it, it's a 2-2 game in the third period with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get another dogfight out of this from Benet and their opponent. You hope Benet could capitalize on one of these opportunities, or else they might start thinking that, oh God, is this happening again?
Schlie will play it. And Schlie on his backhand. Spinorama. Schlie checked hard into the boards. Picked up by the Red Devils. Near the blue line. Nice move. Benet has numbers, though. 2-on-3. Make it a 3-on-3. Calling for the puck. Can't get it to him. Hammond still with it. And now played by Anderson. That shot. He scores! Goal awarded. Will Romberger. And who else to score but the captain?
Beautiful slap shot off the setup from Anderson on that left side. That puck was absolutely booking it through the air. Tough save for anybody. I think Ciesla has been great all game, but that's going to be a tough puck to save no matter who's standing in front of the net.
You know, partner, when you don't capitalize on your opportunities and you give a good team like Hinsdale Central a chance, actually it wasn't Romberger. Romberger called for it. No, it was Romberger. I was right the first time. No, it was Crab. They both have fours.
Too many fours going on. Yeah. Either way, Hinsdale put a puck in the net.
So Crab gets credited with the goal.
Benet doing a lot of puck watching there. You like to see them spread out a little bit, maybe cover those opportunities, get in front of the net. Seems like a lot of them were all over here right in front of us by the boards.
Bouncing it off the boards. Crab credit with the goal. Apologize for that. Not Romberger. Of course, Crab, the assistant captain, all-conference selection this year. We got a lot of athletes on this Hinsdale Central team. Owen Simmons is also on the varsity golf team. He won the IJGA at Heritage Bluffs Golf Course over the summer. Strong defenseman, according to GM Lisa Romberger.
Hockey stick, golf club, can make things happen when he's got it in his hands. That's my analysis, at least.
I mean, if you can putt, you got soft hands, soft touch. It does apply to hockey. As Bombay said from the movie The Mighty Ducks, concentration, not strength. Soft hands. Dicosola, backhanded pass to Porro off his stick. Back to a 1-1 game. Make it a 0-0 game if you want. However you slice it, tie game right now. And Benet dominating in shots on goal. What matters most is the scoreboard.
Starting to look a lot like their last matchup that we saw from them, where they outshot their opponents by almost 20 as the game went into overtime, still could not come out with the win.
If you're just joining us, 5-game losing streak for the Benet Academy Redwings. Wrong time of the year, not that it's any time to be losing games, but especially right before the Kennedy Cup. And another dogfight for the Red Wings, almost stolen away by the Red Devils. Should Ciesla have had that save on the slapper from Crab? I don't know. That was a pretty wicked hot shot, as Ben Affleck would say.
Wicked hot shot indeed. Yeah, just a great pass off the boards from Anderson. I think it's hard to get a glove on that, let alone just get in front of it in the first place. Ciesla shouldn't hang his head on that, especially it appears Bennett's going to need him for the rest of this match now that they got at least 25 minutes of tied hockey.
That shot, nice save by Anderson. Chance. Rebound try, and able to get a piece of it on the shot. Yeah, that was a tough loss to Marmion. They lost 2-1. But then again, they almost lost to Marmion earlier in the year. They had to win in overtime. And sometimes, partner, when you play with fire, eventually you get burned. There's been some overtime wins for Benet this year, and maybe, you know, they're regressing more to the mean. Those overtime wins, eventually they come back to bite you. Teams that they were beating early in the year, Providence Catholic, they lost to them. They lost to Marmion. And they got one more against St. Rita. And that'll do it for the CCHL. That's a makeup game. And then it's Kennedy Cup time.
Yeah, want to be playing your best hockey. I mean, of course, throughout the season, you want to be playing your best hockey. But it's a cliche, you know. They always talk about the teams that get hot at the right time. And this is not a time to be doing the exact opposite of that, you know. And you kind of see Hinsdale Central, they're kind of doing the opposite. They're trending upwards. We're seeing Benet trend downwards, and they are here on a collision course today. knotted up 1-1. We'll see who really wants this game more for maybe a bigger statement on their record.
You know, we talked a lot about the 5-game losing streak for Benet. They're 12-8, which means they were 12-3, so that's why we're frustrated. We've seen a very, very good hockey team, and granted, some of those wins were in overtime. They're regressing more to the mean. But yeah, they were 12-3, now 12-8. That shot way too high for Ciesla to glove it.
Yeah, and they were sitting comfortably at third in the CCHL, and now it's not so comfortable anymore. They have Providence Catholic right on their tail in those standings.
Yeah, both tied 35 points each. Meanwhile, 2-on-3. Pass, and can't get it on net. Back over to the point. Gannon calls for it. He gets it. Gannon on his stick. Stop and start move. Schlie, his shot. Now after it is Calandra in the Red Wings. And a line change coming up for Benet. Trying to backhand it out. Can't. And back into the zone. Schlie with it now. Schlie taking off the puck. Slow moving one. Hinsdale Central breaks it out. Back to the neutral zone. O'Rourke plays it. Tap pass over to Calandra. Off the boards. Bouncing puck. Back over to Calandra's stick. He sends it off the boards. Can't get it as Murphy. Dusek on the attack. Simmons trying to break it out. Simmons setting it off the glass. It's out of play. It was inadvertent, so no delay of game.
Goodness gracious, that was almost a disaster. If that was going to be a penalty, delay a game, 2 minutes in the box would not have bode well for the Hinsdale squad. However, they avoid that. They do have a face-off in their own defensive zone, but it's much better, much preferred to the alternative of having a shorthanded team try to stop this Benet offense.
Yeah, I mean, you'll very rarely see it at the high school level, a ref calling delay a game. The only time you'll see it is like if a team is up 1-0, like up by a goal. Is that centering pass? Another try. Try to backhand it over. Shot saved that time by Anderson over the slot. And slides its way near the boards. But you'll usually see a team that tries to get it out and they'll just shoot it right to a team's bench when they're only up a goal late in the game. And that's a clear delay game. As backhanded over to Hollweck. He's trying to get it on net. Can't. Trying to get it out of the zone. Calandra pinches. He has to get back quickly as his pinch attempt went for naught. Hollweck after it now. As Hollweck gets it. Hollweck, his pass in front, trying to one-time it into the net. And just couldn't get it in the net. Quinlan on the shot. As he feeds Calandra, slow-moving puck. Getting it over to Hollweck. Porro will play it now. Porro, and he lost it. Benet keeps it. Porro with it. Porro backhanded and read well by the Red Devils. They break it out. And it's over to neutral ice. Backhanded pass. Retrieved by Benet. Dicosola right on target with it to his brother in Dicosola. Dicosola, his shot. Good save by Anderson. Back over to the corner. Playing off the puck, but picked up by Quinlan. Quinlan backhanded over to his teammate at the point. Rosenthal trying to get it on net. It's blocked. And good job playing it by Crab. He's doing everything tonight, partner. Block shots and also scoring.
Yeah, you got to be frustrated if you're Benet with some of the effort. Oh, it's in the net. There's the commentator's curse right there.
Wow.
Benet makes it a 2-1 game. I was just about to mention how you have to be frustrated with Benet getting all these opportunities, staying in your own offensive zone with successful forechecks and not converting any opportunities. However, Benet made me eat my words as the Red Wings take a 2-1 lead.
Wow, I mean, it happens so quickly. We've seen these goals when we don't expect them to score, and then bang, bang. What a beautiful goal that time by Dicosola, and that makes it a 2-1 game.
You figured with the amount of pressure that Benet is putting on the Hinsdale goal, it's going to maybe make some cracks, and at some point the floodgates were going to burst. We might be seeing the start of that now. Bennett's still outshooting Hinsdale 14-5.
It's tough, partner. You know, you're not at full strength. You have to call up JV players that you haven't practiced with, you don't have chemistry with. Still got a lot of hockey left, but with only 5 shots on goal for the Red Devils, and we're more than halfway through the second period. it's tough. I mean, that's not a good average of shots on goal per period with only 5 SOG with 6:44 remaining in the period.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's one thing to keep the Benet team successfully out of your goal, but it's another thing to go ahead and match their offensive output on the other end. They have not been able to do that. We'll see if they can get something going. Still a lot of hockey left as we see a dump and chase here from them, but still really not even able to get anything too far into their own offensive zone.
Benet with it now. If they're going to score, watch out for Will Reed. He's a senior, still undecided where he wants to play his college puck. There's a swarm of players around it. Picked up at neutral ice. And Benet making it hard for their head coach. More gray hairs for Andrew Schlie as back into the box for 2 minutes are the Redwings.
Yeah, Andrew Schlie definitely has to be frustrated. I mean, game in and game out, we've seen Benet just get some penalties at really inopportune times. You finally take the 2-1 lead after a great-looking offensive possession, continue to apply pressure, and then Jack Vought has to go sit in the box for 2 minutes. Just poor timing by Benet. Really hope they can try to do something here when they're shorthanded. We'll see if Hinsdale can capitalize on the opportunity.
It's just an unnecessary penalty. I mean, not that any penalty is necessary, but like you're up 2-1 and you trip when you just need to get back into the play and backward skate. And now you give Hinsdale Central, who's been struggling offensively, he scores! Goal awarded for Weller. We're all tied up. They make the goalie change to Christensen, but partner, it's just so hard for your goalie when you're down a man.
Yeah, that goal is not on Christensen. I mean, we talk about the penalty, and 14 seconds later, there's the goal, the cause and the effect. Really unfortunate for Benet, really have that momentum. You're on a losing skid. I mean, just super frustrating. Like you said, gray hairs for Andrew Schlie. Hopefully he can still fire that bench and inspire them to continue to do what they've been doing all game before this point. But man, that is really upsetting.
Give credit to Hinsdale Central, though. They had the power play. They made up for their mistake of committing a penalty 13 seconds into their man advantage, but they capitalized that time. Look, Benet really needs this win. You just can't go into the month of February with a 6-game losing streak.
No, not at all, especially after the rousing hot start that they got off to in the first place, where, you know, you could easily consider them the third best team in the CCHL as they have another opportunity here. Ooh.
I still think they are, but man, they're struggling. And just these mistakes, they just need to avoid. They just got to play more heads-up hockey. Tripping, in my opinion, is the laziest hockey penalty, and that's just a tripping penalty that Vought doesn't need to commit. 2-2 score. Off the skate, Dentice was after it. Schlie takes it off the boards as he sends it up to DeWilkins. DeWilkins on his forehand. DeWilkins very wide with the shot. Rosenthal right off the bench. He pinches and it's past his stick. Calandra into the play. Picked up by the Red Devils, right on target, and dumped into the zone. Having to retrieve it near his netminder is Calandra. And receiving the pass is Rosenthal. Obtained by Murphy. Murphy to himself. Murphy to the point. Shot! And good save by Anderson. He fell down, having trouble getting up. He finally does. Out behind Anderson, trying to do a quick shot was Hollweck, but he couldn't get it on net. Dicosola plays it. Off the stick of Dicosola at the point. Red Devils can't get it out. Hollweck. Good pass, but Murphy couldn't fully retrieve it. Back over to the point. 5-on-5 hockey with 4:13 to go in the period. 2-2 score. Benet has not trailed today, but they have not led by more than a goal either. That shot wide. Slow-moving puck at the boards. Setting it up in front. Past the skate. The time of Dicosola, and hit hard was Dusek. Dusek wanted a hit to the head for a 2-minute penalty. They didn't call it. Back over to the corner. What did you see, partner? Did you see a check to the head?
I saw a hard check, seeing that it was right in front of the boards. Might be able to hear it on the broadcast through our mics. Didn't see a hit to the head. Can't blame Dusek for trying to get one there, and Benet could capitalize on a power play, but I did not see a penalty there.
I mean, Benet clearly has been the better team, 16-6 in shots on goal. But partner, it's not about being the better team, it's being the more intelligent team. And you can make the argument that the hockey IQ has been slightly in the favor of the Red Devils versus the Red Wings.
Yeah, no, you said it best, Kyle. You've seen Benet be in their own offensive zone most of this time. Whenever Hinsdale's actually had the puck in their possession, it's been in their own by their own goal or in between the blue lines in the neutral zone. I think that's what makes it frustrating that this is a 2-2 game for Benet. They've been at the point of attack all game, and yet the score says otherwise, despite the difference in the shots on goal and just what we've seen, with our own eyes throughout this match.
Say what you want about the stat time on attack. I still think it has value. Every time you're past the red line, you're past the center line, how many times you have the puck and you time and you add up all those seconds. Time on attack has definitely been the advantage for Benet. I mean, they have been on the forecheck the majority of this game, but Hinsdale Central, with all their JV players, could squeeze by with a 3-2 win. Christensen, past her glove, shot, blocked, still loose, over to the point. The captain, Romberger, shot blocked by the assistant captain in Quinlan. Right on target with the pass. Porro into the zone. Anderson, that was tougher than I thought it was going to be. It went off his chest protector.
That looked more like a grounder in baseball than it did a shot in hockey right there as Christensen covers it up.
Yeah, she's got to tell O'Rourke quicker. My puck, my puck, my puck. Poison, poison, poison.
Definitely trying to avoid what we saw a couple weeks ago against Depot Valley, giving up an easy goal on a situation like that. So, face off in your own zone, much preferred to an easy goal with 2 minutes to go in the second period.
You can kind of, when you look at the faces of these Benet players, you can sense the frustration knowing you have 16 shots on goal to just the opponent's 7, because that's off the netting and a nice souvenir for a fan.
Almost came to us, I thought. Yeah, Benet should be frustrated, and you hope that fuels them into continuing to apply pressure and hopefully finally open the floodgates, as I kind of mentioned before. But, it starts with being smarter, the hockey IQ, not getting in the penalty box, not getting a lead, and then immediately giving your opponent a chance to knot it up 15 seconds after. Bennett's capable of that. They've played a lot of great hockey this year.
I don't even know this song. Do you know this song?
This is Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, it is Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. I actually saw him at Lollapalooza.
I've never been to Lollapalooza.
Really?
No, I've never been.
It's not for everybody. I'd say maybe go one day. I'd encourage all viewers just to go one day, too. This isn't sponsored. I just think it's fun. I just think it's fun.
I was watching a YouTube video the other day, that's centering pass, and she had like 80,000 subscribers. And so the video started with like a motion graphic, and it said "Brought to you by no one," because I don't have enough subscribers to have a sponsor yet. Please subscribe to my channel.
She's telling it how it is.
Oh
if nothing else.
That was hilarious.
Even 80,000's not enough. Wow, tough crowd.
This was a commercial a couple years ago. You probably forget it, but it was a Super Bowl commercial by Reddit. And Reddit only paid for a 15-second spot instead of a 30, and they were like, sorry, we didn't have enough money to pay for this Super Bowl ad, but please go to this website to see the remaining 15 seconds of it. And that was it. It was just like a black screen with writing on it, and it was so great that I actually went to that website to watch the last 15 seconds.
I would have bid on that too, to be honest with you. I actually don't remember that, but honestly, great marketing minds.
Sorry. Even Reddit, a multi-million-dollar company, could not afford the Super Bowl money. Super Bowl advertising money. A minute to go in the period. That shot wide, out behind the net, backhanded, and a nice hit that time by Owen Simmons. As over to the slot, now to the point. Nice pass, beating it over his defenseman. And now retrieved by Rosenthal. His shot, trying to redirect a chance. That shot, net goes wide. Partner, they got to get these shots on net.
I mean, just relentless with it, shot after shot. And sure, they're heading towards the goal, but they're not heading actually towards the net, like you said. Got to be frustrating for Benet. I mean, continually. And we have the puck going the other way now. It's just really unbelievable to anybody, watching bits and pieces of this game that it is, in fact, 2-2 in the second period.
28.3 remaining in the period. Benet is dominated, but those killer penalties, it's tough. Look, for head coach Andrew Schlie, once you've made your decision, I want to give both goalies some time. That's it. But man, what a time for Christensen. The first time we see her into the game, it's a 5-on-4 disadvantage.
You got to wonder if that's having some sort of lingering mental effect on her.
Well, good thing for Benet, they've been so good on the back check. She hasn't seen a lot of action.
Yeah, no, like I said, most of the time when Hinsdale's actually had the puck in their possession, hold on a second. Thought they were about to put a shot on goal right there. Most of the time they've had the puck in their possession, it's been in the neutral zone or on the back check of their own.
Over to the corner. That does it for the period. 2-2 tie. I think it's advantage Hinsdale Central, though. They have a lot of JV players playing today, and somehow they're still tied with the Benet Academy Redwings.
The fact that they're still in this game is a victory itself. However, 15 more minutes of hockey will determine who's actually going to come out of this one with a W.
So we will take a break, and more hockey action coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith along with Andrew Diedrich. This is the second intermission report brought to you by Recruitlings. 2-2 score, partner, and the reason for that is Benet is having trouble getting those shots on net. They've got 17 shots on goal, but they should have a lot more.
Shooting the puck has not been a problem. Actually putting the puck into the goal, as we see, has been the problem. Not that Miles Anderson has not done great for Hinsdale Central and the Red Devils. It's just that Bennett's puck placement could be a lot better, you know. Miles Anderson, a big, tall goalie. Tall is the most important word there.
Right, partner. I mean, they only have 3 seniors on this team. So these juniors and sophomores, I think they're overthinking it a little bit, and they're like, oh, man, some of our shots that are lower are getting blocked. We need to start going top shelf. Go top shelf a little bit, like a dessert, not an entree. And they're making more of an entree of it. And it's creating problems because it's either going too high, wide of the net, or an easy save for Anderson, and there's no rebound try.
Yeah, we've seen some absolutely wild shots, whether it's been on a breakaway opportunity or an easy shot in the slot for Benet. It would be really nice if they could get some of those to maybe go through the 5-hole, whatever it is, somewhere down low for that big, tall goalie that Hinsdale has in their net right now. Benet, still a lot of hockey to be played. They're still out shooting Hinsdale by a wide margin. I'm sure they'll clean up on those opportunities, and we're going to see some better hockey in the third period.
For Hinsdale Central, look, they're down some men. They have some injuries. They called up the junior varsity players. You don't expect a lot from Hinsdale Central, but still 7 shots on goal. It's a 2-2 game. But 7 shots on goal isn't going to do it if you're going to win today.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, we see them, they have the game tied right now, but they're not winning the game by any means. They've taken advantage of the power play opportunities down here. Bennett's had a goalie change. Immediately, we were able to score off the power play right there. A rocket of a slap shot we saw right here in the slot, right in front of us. Hinsdale, they're going to be all right. They have a lot of youth out there. I think some of the senior leadership needs to step up and realize this game's in striking distance, and it wasn't really supposed to be there. We need to go out and take this in the third period.
I still think Bennett's going to win the game 4-3, but partner, this is definitely not the same team we saw earlier in the season when they were 12-3. Now they're 12-8. When does it get to be a point where the players are like, maybe we aren't that 12-3 team and we have to strategize and we have to readjust?
Well, you would hope that they're not in there thinking that these games define them. The locker room has to understand that it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. This is the situation that we're in. We know how good we can be. We need to all kind of come as a collective under Coach Schlie and play our best hockey going forward, regardless of what we've seen this game, the past week, the past month, whatever it happens to be.
I think Bennett's going to win 4-3. What say you?
I think we're going to see one goal from Bennett, maybe pretty early on. That kind of sets the tone. They're going to come out and be physical and aggressive again. I think Hinsdale's just not able to get that many opportunities down here. Bennett plays some good, smart hockey. They're going to be all right. They'll put one in the net, and we'll be out of here in 15.
All right. We're going to take a break. Third period coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Third period about to start, Andrew. Look, all Benet has to do, mathematically wise, score one more goal, not give up any more. But every time they score that goal to take the lead, they do something dumb. What do they need to do to score that goal and keep that hockey IQ high?
Scoring the goal has not really been a problem for them, or at least attempting to. They still are outshooting Hinsdale by a wide margin. The scoreboard tells me it's 17-7, although it seems like it might be more than that just by my eye test. Benet just has to continue to put the pressure on. The puck has been in their offensive zone. They've been stealing it from Hinsdale whenever Hinsdale even gets it past the blue line. They need to keep putting the pressure on and keep that hockey IQ going. Andrew Schlie is a smart coach. He wants his players to be smart. They have not been doing that this game and the past couple weeks. They turned those tides, and Bennett's going to walk out of here with a great home win in front of their fans.
Watch out for Marcus Weller, 6 goals in seeding play. And here we go. 15 minutes of hockey. Will we have 3-on-3 overtime? We will find out shortly. Meanwhile, in the corner, deep in the territory of the Hinsdale Central Red Devils, Hammond plays it. Hammond backhanded, then played off the puck well that time by Dentice. And Dentice touched it, so it's delayed offside and called against Benet. And sometimes, partner, you got to know where you are on the ice at all times. Dentice knew it was offside. Don't touch that puck. Get back on the back check. And because he touched it, the ref argues that Benet did that on purpose, get a line change, so it's automatic offside, and it goes in deep in their own territory.
Yeah, you got to know when it's okay to squander an opportunity like that, because the face-off in your own zone is never an ideal opportunity against the alternative what it could have been.
Right. It's just those plays, those low IQ hockey plays that Benet seems to make every time things are swinging their way. They find a way to make a mistake, and they just got to find a way to consistently play high-level hockey. Hammond, DeWilkins stealing it. Anderson was after it, now back over to the neutral zone. Playing it right now is Dicosola. He spins, and DeWilkins checked hard into the boards. Picked up right now by Anderson. His pass. And it's right on target to Crab. Crab with one of the 2 goals. Weller scored as well. There's Daze with a one-on-one. Daze shot blocked. I was surprised by that, Andrew. I thought he might try to deke his way around his opponent.
Yeah, he took that shot from dang near the blue line. Daze really didn't look like very interested in taking that to the net at all. Granted, you had some substitutions coming in for Hinsdale, but still, not even an attempt to make it really into the slot anywhere in the offensive zone.
Surprising. I mean, Daze was definitely known. His dad was known for his dekes in the NHL.
A lot of our viewers at home probably watched him during his days with the Blackhawks.
Yeah. It's surprising, partner. I really thought Benet, once they took that 2-1 lead, maybe get another goal, win this one 3-1, but that penalty, it hurt, and they're fighting down the stretch to find a way to win a game.
Making it harder on themselves. I think Andrew Schlie in the locker room probably mentioned that it's really on them right now. They have the talent. They have been physical. They've been doing the right things. It's just that a couple costly mistakes when it comes to being smart on the ice has made this a tie game rather than an easygoing game for Benet.
Anderson will play it. The more this game is tied at 2-2, the more that's advantage Red Devils and not advantage Red Wings. Look at the boards. Karras, huge hit. He's got to be careful, partner. Loose puck in the slot. Up in the air. Christensen covers it up. But what I was going to say is Karras has to be careful, partner. If it's more than 3 steps, it's a charge. You just can't be in the box right now.
Trying to be an enforcer back there. Can't blame them for that. We keep bringing it up. You really do have to be smart. The IQ has to be there for Benet. Don't want to put anybody in the sin bin.
Yep. If you're wondering, Chris Kunitz, he's from Canada originally, grew up in Saskatchewan, 16 years, and his son Zachary on Hinsdale Central. Meanwhile, over the blue line, Harris, shot, Christensen covering it up. Some pushing and shoving in front of Christensen. Tough job not getting the start. She did get some reps in practice. Get ready for this one coming off the bench. She's got to do everything she can to preserve this 2-2 tie, help her teammates score the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, Bennett's been doing a great job on defense, minus the two opportunities where Hinsdale was actually able to put a puck in the net. Christensen really not having to work too hard so far. We'll see if Bennett's defense can continue to at least help her out a little bit, get in front of the net, and ideally just keep the puck out of that area of the ice altogether.
At the face-off circle, Benet steals. Benet with it still, playing it off the boards. at the corner. And sending it over is Harris. Stone steals off the skate. Just trying to feed it over to Alpeter. Alpeter tying up Turnbull. Meanwhile, back over to Vought. Stone with it at the blue line. Stone trying to get it on net. And a little kicked away soccer action by Harris. Turnbull off the boards. Played right now by Stone. He'll send it into the zone. Benet has to regroup to the other side of the blue line. Now back into the zone is Benet of the Hinsdale Central territory. Off the boards. That shot. Trying to get a piece of it is Alpeter. Vought after it. And then off the boards, Turnbull. Back over to Harris. Harris, saucer pass right on target. What a pass by Harris. That shot very wide. After all that, partner, the puck goes very wide of the net.
Yeah, I got to give credit to Christensen for being able to step out and force that difficult angle for the Hinsdale player to even be able to shoot at. Really nothing going there unless he went top shelf, maybe got one bar down.
Over to the corner. Calandra was after it. Trying to get it out of the zone and does. It's off the glove as the Red Devils will play it. Red Devils off the boards. You know, partner, there's subjects in school you don't think are going to ever come into play, but in hockey sometimes geometry and physics, knowing where it's going to bounce off the boards to your teammate, can come into factor in a 2-2 game like this.
Yeah, not just off the boards. I'd say off of a rebound of the goalie, too. I mean, we've seen Benet have a couple opportunities right in front of us where puck could have gone right in front of them off the goalie, just missed opportunities there. We'll see if they can potentially capitalize on it, maybe get a dump and chase opportunity.
So we'll see which team was paying attention in geometry and physics classes.
Get your protractors out, folks.
I mean, it's important, though. Next goal might win it. Here we go. Schlie, nice blocker save. There was a lot on that shot. And then another save by Anderson. But yeah, trying to find a way. If it's a 2-on-1, you shoot towards the blocker, trying to force a rebound and see if your teammate. And this is going to be a power play for the Red Wings. Hammond can't believe it. Meanwhile, it's a power play for the Red Wings.
Bennett's very good on the power play. They've been waiting for this opportunity the whole time. They've been committing penalties up to this point and going shorthanded. Now it's time for them to take advantage and spin that onto Hinsdale.
It's just a very ill-advised interference penalty that was committed by the Red Devils. And a huge break for the Benet Academy Red Wings is stick save by Anderson off the boards.
I think a lot of the Hinsdale players on defense are just getting a little antsy, knowing that Bennett's going to continue to try and put shots towards the net. Really aggressive in trying to just at least clear the puck, get it out of there, give themselves a break on defense to maybe get an opportunity. And I think that's what helped cause the penalty there.
Near the blue line, off the stick, backwards skating to the blue line, trying to set something up. They still have 5-on-4 for another minute 28. Quinlan now with it. Quinlan now back over to the point. In front, off the stick, chance, he scores! The captain! Jeremy DeWilkins scores, and partner, who else to score but the captain?
Makes perfect sense. If you want some leadership late in the game, who's going to come answer the call? Jeremy DeWilkins. Just talking about geometry class, getting off of a rebound, putting it into the net. Just a disaster for Hinsdale. Was really competing most of the time. The shorthanded cost them a goal. It's 3-2. Going to be real hard with only 9.5 minutes left in this game.
Plus, you know, they don't have full capacity tonight. A couple of JV players that are double roster getting the call. Look, at this point, Andrew Schlie and the coaching staff, they'll take the win. Things to work on. Get those shots on net. Fire it on net. But this is somewhat of the Benet team we saw most of the year. Playing good hockey. Playing heads-up hockey. The first two periods, kind of the Benet team that lost 5 games in a row. When things go well, then they find ways to make mistakes.
Yeah, it sure looks like they just put their heads down and realize that what they're capable of, coming out here, just trying to get a goal early in this third period and show Hinsdale that this is who they are. This is who they want to be. They're going to continue putting shots on the net.
Well, decision time for the coaching staff for Hinsdale Central when they decide to pull Anderson. You know, in my opinion, there's not a uniform way of doing it. After it gets under 2 minutes, in my opinion, Andrew, I'd love to get your opinion on this. But in my opinion, when there's less than 2 minutes, once you get the puck in deep, I think you can do it at any time.
2 minutes sounds like a good cutoff. I think there's definitely a bunch of different factors that could come in, especially at this level. You know, for example, there's a lot of younger guys out here for this Hinsdale team. How convinced are you that they can keep the puck away from their zone and an easy empty net goal for Benet? I do think we will see them, if this 3-2 score does hold, at about the 2 minute mark, continue to be aggressive. However, Miles Anderson's been great all game. I would like to see as much as we can from him, I suppose.
And that's icing called against Hinsdale Central. They've been very good in the seeding for the Illinois Wells. Not so much for the tiering. They were 8-7, so they got to silver division instead of gold, and they've been brilliant in the silver division.
Yeah, 8-7 in tiering to 8-0 in the seeding. Outscoring their teams, I believe the goal differential is 15 or 16. Really making it look easy out there. You know, this Benet team, not in their league, still a tough opponent, and they're playing them as such, but Hinsdale looking good down the stretch. We'll see if they can look good down the stretch in this game. 8 minutes to go.
Just don't commit a penalty if you're Benet. In my opinion, that's the only way that Hinsdale Central can get back in this game.
It seems like that's the only way they were able to even get on the board in the first place for their first 2 goals.
Yeah, I think it was even strength when that was a wicked hard shot by Crabb. But yeah, I mean, it was 2-1. Looked like Benet was going to pull away, and then a bad penalty. And Hinsdale Central scored immediately, 14 seconds on the man advantage. But Benet scores in this period. They're up 3-2, leading in terms of shots on goal, 20-9.
Yeah, and already you can see Benet maybe as they take a shot opportunity right here potentially. When Hinsdale's got the puck, you can see them kind of laying off a little bit. You know, continuing to put pressure on, but not being as physical to try and avoid those penalties specifically. I think that was a point of focus in the locker room last intermission for Coach Andrew Schlie.
They lost in overtime to Benet last year. They're very good at 7 bridges. I have not seen a lot of losses here. Only loss that I can think of was the St. Ignatius game, and everything else for Benet when I'm broadcasting is a victory. In front.
They're going to start bringing you to every game they can, Kyle.
I guess so.
Not necessarily a good problem, or not necessarily a bad problem, rather.
Right, yeah. And that's off the netting. Now, after we did that Providence Catholic game on December 16th, everything else has been Illinois West. OPRF done January 6th, January 20th. That was, who did they play 20th?
That was Neuqua Valley.
Neuqua Valley.
Yep.
Now, obviously, 29th playing Hinsdale Central, so another Illinois West game. U after it. If this Benet team can play like this in the Kennedy Cup, they have a chance to win it, but we just haven't seen this team since the calendar went from 2023 to 2024. That shot, couldn't get it on net. Back over to the corner. Benet will play it off the boards. Now over to neutral ice. Past the blue line, no look, backhander over to Harris. Ill-advised pass, Dicosola had a piece of it. Now played by Weller, now at neutral ice. Past the red line, now past the blue line. Firing it in front. DeWilkins with the go-ahead goal thus far. DeWilkins over to Stone, feeds it in front. Cannon lost it, has to get back on defense. Couple of stick handles. Ill-advised pass again. Read well by Benet. DeWilkins again has it. DeWilkins. Back into the zone as Dentice will take a seat. Weller with it. Over neutral ice, 5:30 to go. And partner, Benet, they'd love to score another goal to put this one away, but they don't necessarily have to do that. Just keep the puck deep in Hinsdale Central's end as much as possible.
Yeah, not as aggressive on the forecheck, which actually does play into their favor. The more time Hinsdale Central kind of spends in their own section of the ice, in the neutral zone, the better. Not as many opportunities for them. Benet can maybe just coast this one out, as soon as I say that, of course. Hinsdale gets it in that side of the ice, but we'll see what Benet can do.
More that Benet can just get that puck in deep. Still be aggressive, but they're probably going to pinch less. Did that go in? Loose puck. Benet said it went inside of the crossbar. We don't have lights. Could have gone either way. The ref says it goes Hinsdale Central's way this time.
You wonder if that is a huge break for Hinsdale and maybe what could save this game for them. Still only a 1-goal deficit. I don't know about you, Kyle. I thought that was a good goal. I thought Benet should have had 4 next to their name on the scoreboard up there.
It's so tough to, as Benet has, I'm looking at it in a replay, but man, if it didn't go in, that's as close as possible to going off the crossbar and not in. Boy, oh boy. But still, advantage Benet. They got it deep in Hinsdale Central's end. As Hollweck, man, he has just been pretty unlucky today. Remember, he had that chance for goal, but his stick just wasn't on the ice at the opportune time. And now with under 4 minutes to go, decision time for Hinsdale. When will they pull Anderson? At the blue line. Shot. Anderson covers it up.
Going back to what you said before, 3:46 to go, you do start thinking about, are we going to pull the goalie earlier than we might, whether it's at that 2-minute mark, maybe it's at the 3-minute mark. It depends where Hinsdale Central thinks they can get away with it with this maybe young and inexperienced lineup that they have. Can they take care of the puck in those crucial moments?
Porro trying to get it on net, stolen away. Weller, here we go, 2-on-2. Weller right on target to Crab. Crab, his backhander. Christensen got a piece of it. Now out behind Christensen, 3:28 to go in the game. 22-9 in favor of shots on goal. Past the blue line. Tap pass, right on target. Nice move, chance. Oh, nice check that time by Romberger. The captain coming up clutch that time, Andrew.
He was in the right spot at the right time. It was pretty much him, or else they were going to get an unabated shot at the goal for Benet. Great job. Although 3 minutes to go, going to need to start putting the puck on the other end of the ice if there's going to be any chance for Hinsdale to not have this go to a 3v3 overtime.
Good job of O'Rourke playing him off the puck. Deep in the territory of Benet. Is that shot saved? Honestly, partner, you could consider pulling him now. Is that shot wide? Stolen away by the Red Wings.
Yep, I'm looking at the coaches of Hinsdale kind of delegate right now, maybe look over towards the goalie, get ready for such a substitution to happen.
It's icing against Benet. This would be an opportune time. It just, it's always those, oh man, if I pull him now and we give up the empty netter, could we have just waited another minute or a minute 30? But you know what? How many opportunities have Hinsdale Central had on the forecheck? Very minimal this period.
Yeah, and you have to try and maximize that opportunity, those opportunities any way you can. And if that means getting an extra man in there a lot sooner than you normally would, then so be it.
Face-off won by the Red Wings, off the boards. Hinsdale has not led all day. Benet was up 1-0, 2-1, now 3-2. Past the red line, now past the blue line. You with it up in the air. Vought drops it straight down. Out behind Christensen. Calandra after it. Calandra lost it, stolen away. Puck concealed by Calandra. No look backhander, and the Red Wings break it out. Back to the neutral zone. It was played by Simmons, and Karras after it. As Karras will play it behind Christensen. Karras, oh boy, are you kidding me, Alex Karras? Why?
We said no stupid penalties. Benet seemed like they were listening to us all throughout this third period. And then with under 2 minutes to go, we see that from Karras on his own end of the ice. Goodness gracious, 2 minutes in the box in the most crucial part of the game for Benet. Kyle, oh no.
Just why? They haven't done anything on the forecheck the last 5 minutes. Of course you're going to pull him now. Why wouldn't you?
So now we're going to get 6 skaters against 4 skaters in Hinsdale's part of the ice now that they've pulled the goalie. Oh, Andrew Schlie might be losing hair on that part of the bench over there.
Well, if Alex Karras and Andrew Schlie were Facebook friends, if this isn't a win for Benet, Andrew Schlie might have to unfriend him. Alex, you're killing me. Well, if you're Benet, partner, it's 6-on-4 basically. You get the puck, just ice it. Don't even play around with it.
Yeah. Don't play with your food, especially when you only have a minute and a half in the microwave for it.
That shot. No icing. Remember, it's a power play for Hinsdale Central, so now you can ice it as many times as you want.
They play on, yeah. Smart decision by Benet to just do that. Get that puck out of there, especially when you're at a man disadvantage on top of the goalie being pulled.
Nice job, but just can't quite get it out. Don't have to rush yet if you're Hinsdale Central. Just play your normal power play. Empty netter goal! It wasn't easy, partner, but Hudson Schlie and the Benet Academy Redwings hold on for a victory today.
Yeah, it was quite the sweaty match for quite a while. But who else to score the exclamation point goal, empty net, other than Hudson Schlie, the leading goal and assist getter for these Benet Redwings?
Whew. They don't make it easy on us sometimes.
No, they do not. I'm sure a lot of these fans were still sitting here holding their breath the entire time, but that goal definitely puts it away, barring a miracle, of course. But Benet coming out with a win when they needed it most.
Hey, man, sometimes your teammates are going to make mistakes. So the captain and Schlie, well, the assistant captain, picking up his teammate well. And look, it's a win for Benet. It does come with a little bit of an asterisk. It's a shorthanded Hinsdale Central team, but look, at this point, you've lost 5 in a row. A win's a win. You'll take it. Some things need to clear up. That went off the post, but that went off the side of the post, so it was played well by Christensen. And here we go. Breakaway for Benet. Can't get the shot on net. Clean tie-up as Murphy doesn't get the goal. And it's all over but the crying. Benet Academy, the losing streak is over. It's going to be a 4-2 victory for Benet Academy today. 1 second and 0. It wasn't easy, partner. Alex Karras giving us gray hairs and making us fight for it, but Benet Academy gets a 4-2 win.
Yeah, one of the leaders of the team, Hudson Schlie, telling him, I got your back, man. Putting a goal in the empty net, causing Benet to not sweat in those last minute and a half or so. Benet comes out on top.
Final thoughts, partner, before we go to the post-game show.
It wasn't pretty, and it wasn't really even all that good, but it was still a fantastic win for Benet when they needed it most in this part of the season, and it's good to see them come out here in front of their friends and family on the home ice and get it done.
It looked like we were finally going to get that Benet Academy team from 2023.
Yeah.
The first half, and it's 3-2, and then all of a sudden it starts to deteriorate a little bit, then it gets back, and then Alex Karras, what are you doing, man? And then Hudson Schlie finishes it with the nice empty netter goal. 4-2 win for Benet. It's still not where we want this Benet Academy team to be, though.
Definitely a lot more potential that we've seen from them, not only in past games, but even today. They've shown flashes of what they're capable of. We hope to see that carrying into the playoffs, into the rest of the season.
So we're going to take a break. Post-game interview coming up next here on Recruitlings. Whew, that was brutal. What do you want, 2 or 3? Welcome to the post-game show, brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the Recruitlings player of the game, Hudson Schlie, who scored the empty netter to preserve the 4-2 victory over Hinsdale Central tonight. It was a game of the captains. The captain, Jeremy DeWilkins, with the go-ahead goal, and you had the insurance goal.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been trying to lead the team and going into playoffs. We need the momentum coming off from a tough CCHL finish this season, so this is a good win for us.
Hinsdale Central, they had a lot of fight tonight. They were shorthanded. They had to bring up a couple junior varsity players. What were they doing so well in the forecheck made some problems for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think we were looking a little too ahead to playoffs, so we were a little tentative, a little lackadaisical, and they took it to us. They played a really good game. It's always good to play them, so they took it to us.
It's never easy for a goalie to come off the bench. Ava Christensen did it today. She gave up the goal, not her fault, of course. The man disadvantage for you guys on the power play for Hinsdale Central, but she was lights out down the stretch.
Yeah, she was fantastic. She came in a tough spot, and that goal, I don't even know what happened. A little lucky bounce for him. She played great the whole game. It was really nice to see.
The losing streak is over. What does it feel like?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, we needed this going into playoffs, so it feels really good.
Is there anything you could tell the youngsters watching today's game what it takes to get that empty netter goal? You seem to be a magician at it.
I mean, just want to score. If you want to score, it'll go in.
Final thoughts about the victory today as you guys get ready for the Kennedy Cup?
I'm just excited for playoffs. I think we have a really good shot this year.
That's Hudson Schlie, and post-game wrap-up coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Good evening, everybody. This is the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Recruitlings. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. The losing streak is over, Andrew. That's the positives. The negatives, it wasn't an easy finish to get rid of that losing streak.
Wasn't an easy one. We thought we saw Benet finally turn the corner in this game, going up 3-2. Late penalty, put that in jeopardy. Still able to close it out, put an empty netter on for an exclamation point.
For Alex Karras, buddy, we know you're an enforcer. Don't do that when you're up by a goal. If you're up by 2, Benet and Andrew Schlie will live with it. Up by a goal when Hinsdale Central hadn't really done anything on the forecheck the last 8 or so minutes. Don't do that, buddy. Other than that, Alex Karras, he sets the table with those hits. He gets the momentum swinging in Bennett's favor. He gets the emotions high for his teammates. That time, it's just not a time to cross-check. Not that there's any good time to do a cross-check, but especially when Bennett's up 3-2 late in the third period.
Exactly like you said, he brings the energy. He's a great hockey player. He's a vital part of this Benet team. Sometimes the great players make mistakes. Almost an extremely costly one there, but the rest of the team picked him up. We're able to get it done for him.
Let's talk more about the positives. How about the captain and Jeremy DeWilkins and Hudson Schlie stepping up to the table? A goal for DeWilkins, make it 3-2, and the empty netter goal for Hudson Schlie, the leading goal scorer.
Yeah, you got to imagine they were up in the locker room at the end of that second period saying, we can win this game, we should be winning this game, and we're going to win this game. You know, kind of follow the leadership of guys that have been an established voice in the locker room for a long time, and we saw DeWilkins and Schlie were the ones that put the 2 goals on net in the third period.
What were some of the positives you saw from Hinsdale Central? What were the negatives? And granted, they were with a roster of some junior varsity players today.
Yeah, so Hinsdale Central, despite Benet outshooting them by a very wide margin, I mean, it was still only a 2-goal game in the end. Really wasn't that bad when you see the difference in the shots on goal. You got to give credit to Miles Anderson, pretty good force in the net. You know, when some of the shots that he had to face were difficult, still was doing a good job preventing those from going in. Thought their defense still did pretty good. Most of the time, we're still getting in front of the net. It's just pretty rough on the forecheck. Really weren't able to get anything going consistently, even towards the neutral zone, anything past that. Very difficult for them to get past the blue line. Give credit to where credit's due to Benet for making that happen, of course.
So for Benet, they do get the win today, but granted, partner, it was against a team that's shorthanded. So what can Benet take from today's game, the positives, when they play a team that's fully strength come Kennedy Cup time?
We saw flashes of the Benet team that we've seen all year. You know, the one that was 12-3, the one that was really scoring at every single power play opportunity, even adding in some shorthanded goals of their own. Hudson Schlie leading the way. Jeremy DeWilkins also following with some scoring. We saw those 2 score today. We saw flashes of that team. Definitely wasn't the most consistent hockey game from them. Some mistakes that they have to clean up, mainly mental ones, to be honest with you. And that's something that I think Andrew Schlie can definitely focus on in practice the next few weeks and remind them, guys, we're still a pretty damn good team. You know, we're the Benet Redwings.
Yeah.
We know what we're capable of, and we need to play to that potential because now is the time to shine.
Is this the start of a winning streak? Or is this just a flash in the pan? Are we going to see the Benet Redwings we've seen recently?
I like to think they're going to be a little inspired by today. They're back on their home ice. They pulled one out that maybe it didn't look was going the best towards their way at some times. I have all the faith in the world in these Benet Redwings still.
Well, we'll see if this becomes a winning streak, and this does it for our January editions of Recruitlings. Check us out for the Kennedy Cup as Benet looks to win their first one in a couple of years. So for our excellent crew, for Trent Pfeiffer, for Eric Ratchey, Andrew Diedrich, I'm Kyle Smith, and we'll see you next time on Recruitlings.